Okay, pack one, pick one. Opened quite the bomb. Drana, not something I've played with. First time opening her. I mean, it kind of has to be the pick here, but what are we passing? Umbra Mystic. Some good cards here. If we go into the Clerics deck, is this a Cleric? This is a Cleric. Maybe something to will as it comes around. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty strong card. It's worth pack one, pick one, even if we don't pick it and black's completely cut off. Not many other black cards in the pack. Like I said, just this. We would play this as a double card. Not a massive fan of the snake. But yeah, first time playing with Drana. Let's give that a go. So pick two. So if we want to stay in black, we've got a few good black cards. And yeah, we'd play both of these. If we're in the Clerics deck, even not, you'd probably play Marauding Blight Priest anyway. Blood Beckoning, really good anyway. If we want to move into white, black-white Clerics. Though this isn't at its best, you're probably playing this in Boros instead, where you have a lot more warriors. Something for the kicker deck. Maybe we can will this if we're in Clerics. So I think we're just going to take this and stay in black. If we're not pushed to go into a second color, I don't see any point of going into the second color. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, so we open some good cards for the Cleric deck. We open Relic Vial, which is one of the all-stars in the list. If you pick up a high density of Clerics, going to be really good. Another good Cleric here. This is one of them staples. You want maybe 2, 3 of these and 2, 3 of these, ideally. They synergize really well with each other. But I think we're just going to take Relic Vial. Go from there. Anything else in the pack? I don't think so. It's obviously not really playable and limited unless you're in a 3, maybe 4 color deck. Okay, so we can still stay black, though if we're leaning into the Cleric sort of sub-theme, then Expedition Healer is going to be quite good in that. If we want to stay in black, we've got a few options over here. Not a massive fan of the Horror. It's not even a party member, so it doesn't really work with your sub-themes. Sky Dancer, better in the blue-black deck, but still a 3 mana 2/1 flyer, can sometimes act as removal, flashing in, jump in front of a creature. Drana's Silencer, it's okay if you've got a few party members, quite good. 6 mana's a little bit overcosted, but sometimes you could do for 1 your opponent on this. Comes down, kills a creature, and then trade. The Skyclave's GOP'd. It's okay, better in the landfall deck, but I think we're just gonna speculate on being Clerics here and take the healer. I think we're kind of rewarded here. So there's a few options. Skyclave Cleric, obviously really good Cleric in the sub-theme. It's also a land, so if we top deck it late game, we can either play it as a creature or play it early as a land. We also have a Vanquish the Weak, though, and removal's obviously just really good. Difficult choice here. I think a lot of the time, it's really difficult. I just hate dying to Mana Flood, and I like picking up these double face cards. Also, if we pick up any of the 3 mana 2/2 birds, then we can obviously pick these up later game. This is less value than some of the other double face cards, but I found with this format you normally pick up quite a lot of playables, and you normally end up having to make cuts, so including a card that is also in your mana basis is pretty good. Here we got a little bit punished, since if I knew I was going to get past the second one, I would have taken the Vanquish the Weak, but I still think probably going to take this as just a Cleric. Bird is really good as well. Definitely, like I said, picking up these isn't necessarily the best synergy with the Raptor. I still think it's better than the Raptor here. Come down, gain you a bit of life. If you have like a Priest out, it drains a little bit. It can be sacked to draw cards later. You sort of chump block with this and then sack it and draw a card. I think we're going to take this. So we're leaning pretty hard into the Cleric sub-theme. So this is a card that does go well with the Raptor, since we can play this early and pick it up, since it's going to be something we're not going to be casting very often. A lot of the time we're just going to be playing this as a land. But that being said, we do have one of the premium commons of the Cleric deck, so I think it might just be worth leaning into Clerics. Cleric seems relatively open here. We've been past 2 of these Clerics. Had the Relic Vial, so I'm liking the direction the draft's heading at the moment. What do we have here? There's not too much here. So it's probably between the Skulker and the Gloom Hunter. I think I prefer Gloom Hunter since on turn 2, 2 mana 1/1 flyer lifelink is going to get in a few hits. It's going to have some synergy with our Priest, and then late game for 6 mana you can kick it and it can become a 3/3 flyer with lifelink. I think I prefer that. This is better in the Rogues list when you can consistently give this Death Touch. Okay, so we did wheel the double face card, which not the best one, but I am happy with. Definitely something that we're going to put in our mana basis since the cost is so low, and we're not really passing up on anything here. Pressure Point is your 40th card in the list if you're missing, but like I said, this format you typically tend to have tons of playables. I'm not a massive fan of the Snake. Better in Golgari. +1/+1 counters. Not something a list I've played much recently. It'd be quite interesting to play this. Wow, yeah, we got the Blood Beckoning background. Really happy with that. So black seems super open here. Probably play this. You don't get many other of the party members in black-white. It's mainly just Clerics. And so if you can grab a Wizard or two, could sort of help with your party sub-themes if we have any. I don't think we're going to play Drana Silencer, but we'll put it in at the moment. Okay, so we opened a rare in our colours. So this is pretty much just going to be a 1/2 most of the time. Yeah, there's no way we're going to have a full party in our 2 colours, so we're probably not looking at this. I would play the second Blood Beckoning. I'd rather have a second Vial first, but I don't think I'd take it here. The Prowling Felidar is really good. This pack's really bad for us. The Feladar's quite good. We don't have any 4-drops at the moment. It's a good filler with Vigilance. It's not a Cleric, but we can't take a Cleric every pick. We have 6 Clerics at the moment. I think it has to be this, but this pack's just pretty awful overall. Maybe we just take the rare. We're not going to be triggering this that often though. We have what do we pick up? 1 rogue. We got a Wizard. We got 2 rogues. No, we'll take the Felidar. I think Felidar was correct there. Okay. Yeah, I think Shelter's probably the correct pick. This is a premium example of like when you want to have your Raptor, you can play this on turn 1 or 2, and then later in the game you can pick this up and use this as a combat trick. Tactics. Okay, typically going to be dealing 2 damage, maybe 4 if we have one of our rogues out, but I think Shelter has to be the pick here. Like I said, you always sort of end up with a lot of playables. Oh, okay, so we Cleric of Life's Bond. What have we got here? Okay, so this is not something I've opened yet in draft, but I can understand why this mythic has been passed around. Not something that I think is particularly good in limited format. You'd have to build around it in constructed, but I think it has to be the Clerics of Life's Bonds here. This is like one of the reasons to be in the Clerics list. Definitely a sign that Clerics is open, especially now we're being passed right. Here is a Raptor, but I don't think we can take it above a Vanquish the Weak. We passed up on one of them earlier, and we, as of yet, have no removal. I'd quite like to have some. The Raptor would be really good, and I definitely feel disappointing passing one up. But Subtle Strike's really good as well, but I'm not going to take it above a Vanquish the Weak. Oh, okay, a second Cleric of Life's Bounty. It feels bad that there's a core Celebrant in this pack as well, since this is definitely something that we're looking for. But you can't take it above a Cleric of the Life's Bond. This makes me want to pick up a second Blood Beckoning a bit more, but we do have Drana, so we can get these back. What is Drana? It's attacks defending player chooses a non-legendary creature. Yeah. We'll take that Cleric. Okay, so we got another Marauding Blight Priest. I don't know whether we take that above the Raptor, though, since we already have 2 of them. We have 8 Clerics so far. I mean, they're so good with the Cleric. Are we just leaning fully? This is a sign, I think, that Clerics is definitely open. Past 2 of these. Really want a second Relic Vial. Our curve is super low. Yeah, let's take it. It might be a mistake not taking the Raptor there. I think this is probably quite an easy choice here. We'll just snap up another Cleric. Probably just filling out the curve. This is probably going to be giving something +2/+2, allow it to get in. Since we have loads of Clerics, it'll count itself as a warrior. If we have the Wizard, then it would give +3/+3. Don't know if we're going to play it, but probably the pick there. Nothing else really here in our colours. Maybe we play this. I haven't been a massive fan of it. If we pick up some other bits, we could do... Maybe we play a second one of these. I doubt... Oh, really happy about the Raptor there. 1 or 2 Raptors, definitely something we're going to play. Probably not going to play 2 of these. Like I said, like the list so far, if we take out the double-faced cards... I guess actually we shouldn't, because they're actually for curve considerations. So what? I think we're typically playing this as a land. This I really want to cast as a spell. So we have like enough playables. This is probably how much we'd be playing in, I don't know, 17, 18 lands? Maybe 19? If we're playing 19 lands, then this would be our list. I guess we got like 2 more playables in there. We'll have to see when it comes around. But this is what I was saying earlier. You end up having quite a few playables. Oh, last pick Raptor. Okay, so white's definitely open. Oh. So this is going to hurt us quite a bit. But the upside is, and this is always going to be a land typically, like 95% of the time you're going to be playing this as a land. But this effect is just so powerful, and like I said, we have so many playables as it is. We probably just take the land here. I mean, what are we passing up? If we don't take this, we're taking what, a Protector, which is okay, but we have one already. I don't think we need more free drops. I think we just have to take the land here. We're probably not going to be playing it as the board wipe, but the effect to have that board wipe is so powerful. Oh. Okay, yeah. The healer here has to be the pick. Whenever we gain life for the first time each turn, you get to make a 1/1 cat, and then we can give another Cleric lifelink, so it sort of works with itself, and another Cleric. We're passing up on a binding, which makes me feel a little bit sad. But yeah, we can't really justify. I'm just gonna cut some of these now. Really wanted that binding, but but here, rewarded with a Deadly Alliance. We have Malika's Rebirth, which is kind of like a removal spell. Obviously, combat trick, you can use it, but it doesn't quite outweigh Deadly Alliance. We also have we had the Wizard, we have a Warrior, so we have like a few ways to give it more a better discount. But at 5 mana, you're not that upset with playing this, and typically this is going to be 4 mana since we have so many Clerics. And Clerics we have 11. Pretty happy with 11 Clerics, but yeah, I'm really happy with the removal spell there. Not much for us here. I mean, if we had more party sub-theme, I could see playing this. Maybe we just want the second Wizard. There's no if there was just a 2 mana sort of vanilla Cleric, I'd probably be taking that here, but not much. I think we just take this. So this is completely useless for us, even though it's not in our colours anyway. We'll just snap up another Cleric. Oh. Okay. What are we on? Pick 6? And this has been passed all the way round? I mean, yeah. I'll take this. It's not a Cleric, but I've seen this completely overperform in draft as just an outstanding sort of go in anything. We were passing up on a Vanquish the week there, which I saw, but don't think we can pass up on that. And yeah, another Shelter. We're already at the point where we sort of need to make a few cuts and cut a few cards out. So Shelter will just fit really nicely in there. If we wanted more party sub theme, we could go with the vanilla creature. We've also got the Subtle Strike. Here, probably fat lot of nothing. We'll take another Cleric. Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to play the second one of them. We have, like, 2 Clerics of Bonds, and we want to be able to get back our Drana as well. Oh, so I think the list came together quite nicely in the end. We ended up quite heavily in the Clerics deck by opening pack 1 Drana. We got paid off in pack 2 with a back-to-back Cleric of Life's Bond. And then we had a lot of Marauding Raptors. We didn't pick any core Celebrants up, which is really disappointing. So we have 46 cards at the moment with 17 lands. Where's all of our double-faced cards? So probably going to be playing these as lands. Probably going to be playing these as creatures. Now we have so many 2-drops, I don't know if we need that. I don't think we need 3 of these. I don't think we've got any party really sub-theme apart from Deadly Alliance, which I'm not too bothered about it being 4 mana a lot of the time, so I think we don't need to play the Wizard. We need 2 Raptors, maybe? Don't think we need to play this. So at the moment we have 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 lands. So if we cut 2, we're on 19 lands. And our curve is very low. Like we have this at, like, if we wanted to cast it for its board wipe. But apart from that, our curve sits very, very low. I don't think we're really missing anything from this list. We have sort of our bomb payoff. 2 Clerics, we can get back our Clerics. Skyclave Shade. Let me just read this again. So it can't block, so it's always attacking. If it was kicked, it enters with 2+1/+1 counters, and landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it is in your graveyard and it's your turn, you may cast it from your graveyard. So I assume you can cast it for its kicker cost as well. It would seem odd if that wasn't the case, because kicker is just an additional cost to it. Wow, so it comes back as a 5/3 that just is constantly recursive. That seems like a really good deal, and we have ways to trigger it. I think we're just going to cut 2 lands here and play it like this. Let's go over the list again. Like I said, core Celebrant, another Relic would have been really good. Definitely maybe some more removal, but we have a board wipe. We have a Deadly Alliance and Vanquish the Weak. The Felidar looks a little bit out of place here. I don't think we have 12 Clerics. I don't think we need more Clerics than that. Now it's one of the best bits. Time to pick lands that we'd like to play with. I've been really enjoying these full art lands. I think we're gonna play these. And as for swamps, tell me in the comments below if you think I'm making the wrong decision in terms of the customization that I should be using. What are we playing? Let's play a Doggo. Right, let's jump into some games and see how we go. Okay, so we are on the play. This looks like a completely reasonable hand. We're probably playing out some of these lands. Yeah, we'll keep this. I don't know which one we're playing first. Maybe Shelter. We can pick this up. We have 2 of the Raptors. This deck does feel powerful. We'll see how it plays out, but we definitely have some of the core bits that make a deck like this quite strong. So it's quite likely our opponent can answer the Cleric here. I think we just want to cast this. We could attack and try and combat trick, but I don't really want to trade this for their priest, so I think we're just going to cast Predation. Okay, so our opponent is black, white, red. They have a Thwart the Grave, which can reanimate 2 creatures, which is probably the pick here, or is they're just going to 2-for-1 us? So what are they doing next turn? Casting this, and we get to draw a card as well, or the priest. Yeah, we can just take 4. And no, we're not attacking. The Rock Slide Sorcerer is a little bit scary. If we can't draw any clerics soon, we have 11 other clerics in the list, so it's quite likely we should draw a cleric. So opponent chose not to be mana efficient there. So I think I like tap land, play this, and then next turn we can cleric and activate cleric. We're taking 4 next turn, since I don't think we're blocking. Maybe the other solution is to attack and try and, or just play this out and then trade in combat. I don't want to take 4 and then we're potentially taking 4 on the next turn as well. I think that's going to be the decision here. Feels a little bit rough that we haven't drew some of our other clerics. And we'll sit back. I guess our opponent hasn't got white, which is why they didn't play the Farsight Adept. Still cut off of white. So probably just going to see a sorcerer here. So we are going to block and give pro black. So it protects us from any sorcery speed black removal as well. Okay. So we can't block with the shade, so we're going to attack. And we don't, if they want to trade this, I think we'd rather take the trade than play cleric and activate cleric. I guess we can play this and sacrifice the shade. That will gain us a life because we have a cleric, which will make it a 3/3, so we can actually block the Malakir Blood Priest. But then that will make the Malakir, that will leave us with what, 1 damage left, 2 damage on the cleric. It'll be a 3/3. So if they play a wizard, instant or sorcery, or we're taking 5, I think we'll go with that route and we'll Deadly Alliance next turn. And then it sort of protects us if we draw land. We can at least play the Skyclave shade back. This is rough. So we're going to lose our Deadly Alliance here. There's no point in activating Cleric first. That's a little bit rough. So our opponent has 1 unknown card. Just going to attack the 3/3. We have to take 3 here. I think we are going to sack the Skyclave in the end step. Opponent's just working out the relic, I guess. Yeah, they're just going to attack like that. We're just going to take that. Maybe next time we can block it. So flooding out a little bit here. I think we can't afford to cast this for its kicker cost. It can't block, and there's no disadvantage to activating the relic now, I don't believe, and we could draw a 2-drop that will help us stabilize a little bit here. We drew a 3-drop, but it's fine. As long as our opponent doesn't play another Acquisitions Expert, I think we'll be alright. Our opponent's leaning quite heavily on the party theme. They've got 3 of the party members in play. There's our opponent's white mana. I wonder if they want to get the Felidar down first, so I can start building counters. Yep, our opponent is going to do that. We're going to play this and give pro whatever, but I don't think we're going to be attacking with it. Attacking with our Cleric of Life's Bond. So I think we just repeat. We're going to activate Relic in our opponent's turn, so we get because the Cleric of Life's Bond only triggers once per turn. So this is a way for us to sort of, every land we draw, it kind of translates to a new card, 4 mana, and we get to draw a new card and grow our Cleric. So I don't hate our position at the moment. We're going to start gaining life. Hopefully we can get ourselves, I was a little bit worried at the beginning when our opponent sort of played 2 Malika Blood Priests, but they got stuck on mana a little bit. Slowed down. Disappointed we lost the Deadly Alliance, but what can you do? So opponent's just going to pass the turn here. They like doing their actions in second main phase. So they get to ping something here. They're going for the Skyclave Shade. Probably just ping our face. Nope. If our opponent has a way to do the last ping, then we shall certainly sacrifice that instead. Oh, yes. Okay, so our opponent's doing a lot of things, but I think we're okay. Okay, this is... Okay, so we can... This is 5 mana. And we can also play the Skyclave as well. What order do we want to play these in? I think we want to play Cleric first. We miss out on the ping, but we want the grow. I wonder whether we just play land and kick this. I think we do, actually. We could just not kick it and just... I think I like just not kicking, actually, and sacrificing instead. We have 22 cards in our deck, so I'm not too scared of decking at the moment. This allows us to grow our clerics sort of each turn. So each turn they're gaining 2 power. We do need a way to get in with damage. We will take 2. Yep. At some point we do need to start attacking. I think we want to look at kicking the Skyclave Shade and start attacking. Okay, so our opponent has all of their party members available now. They're just going to ping our face this time, yeah. That's our opponent's hand empty, though. I like our position. I guess we can just drain our opponent out, maybe. And with double Marauding Blight Priest, that might be possible. So every time we gain life, we get to ping our opponent for 2. I think this is worth it, and we'll just sack the Protector, maybe. So yeah, now we get to ping our opponent for 4 every time we play a cleric. Okay, yeah. I don't think we're going to cast this out. I think we're just going to sack and drain our opponent for 4 more. Since it can't block anyway, and maybe we need to gain the life somehow. Yeah, Marauding Blight Priest. Obviously, Core Celebrant would have been really good as well. Opponent's a 5/5 flyer. Might be a little bit too slow. They're going to go for a full swing here. So, drain our opponent for 4. Our Clerics get 2 more counters. We get to draw a card. Oh, we only drain our opponent for 2. That's when a Cleric enters. This is going to do overtime here. Since we get the 2 counters on the Clerics, and then it also just gains life when it enters. So this is for 6. I think this is lethal, actually. Yeah. Good game opponent. Who would have known the Skyclave Cleric would be lethal from 6? Just playing that out. But yeah, let's see how we get on in the next game. Yeah, this hand looks pretty good. Just gotta hope our opponent can't sort of interact with us. We're going to start on the Cleric. There's so much upside. We have ways of getting it back with Drana and 2 Blood Beckonings. And Speak of the Devil. We're just going to be mana efficient here. Let's play a Protector out. It trades with these, the healer doesn't. I think we might actually attack here. Since we have so much like late game reach, ping, I think I'm happy to sort of get in that early damage. Oh, he says as he instantly regrets that. Yeah, this. Yeah, I'm gonna take that trade. Taking 5, but we don't have any good blocks in it anyway. I don't get that Midnight Runner, the runner out of here anyway. I mean, that seems like a pretty good draw. If we top deck land as well, we can go 3-drop and 2-drop next turn. I think we're still racing. Since we're not blocking with it. We'll probably throw the 1/1 cat in front of the 5/4. So opponent's got quite an aggro list. Maybe racing isn't correct. I mean, this is quite a powerful synergy. The healer and the life's bond. Every cleric we play, or the first cleric we play each turn. I wonder if we just play Drana here. I don't think so, actually. I think we just want to stabilize the board a little bit. I guess we could just play healer and we get our 1/1 and then we can give the life's bond lifelink. Is that better? We gain 5. We get our 1/1 cat. I think I prefer that. I like playing only 1 cleric a turn since we only get the counter on the cleric of life's bond. We get sort of punished if our opponent has a combat trick here a bit. Let's go up to 22. With the, I feel really good with the Blood Beckoning in hand. So I don't know if our opponents can try and race here, but I don't know how good this is going to be for them. So we're taking 8. So this has lifelink. Our opponent cannot pump, so we're probably attacking. Since we can't play this and activate, and there's no reason to give Indestructible this turn, I think we're just going to play Drana. I guess Drana just trades with a lot of the stuff on their board. So, do we want to give this lifelink? I think we're playing this out as a land. So if we attack with these two, opponent's going to probably chump. They'll have to chump, actually. They'll take 4. And then on the way back, we'll gain 2, go to 16. On the way back, we're taking 5, 8, so that's 14. But we'll have a blocker. Yeah, I think I like that. Get to this. Oh, I guess we actually have the cat, don't we? Yeah, this is fine then. This is fine. And we force our opponent to block here. 6, 10. Yeah, we force our opponent to. I guess we can actually hold one back and force our opponent to. I guess we'd just rather get the extra damage in actually. Get to gain some more life. Opponent's in a bit of a sticky situation. The healer there was really good. Our opponent didn't have any Royal Eruptions. Sort of kill our Cleric of Life spawned early or our healer. I think this is an unexciting hand, but keepable. I think we're playing this. We can pick it up with the Raptor later on. Probably gonna start on healer into Cleric. Depends. If our opponent plays an aggressive 1-drop, we might play Cleric if our healer can't block it. Vial's quite a good pickup. So I was setting up to play Cleric next turn. Maybe. Yeah, I think Cleric's fine here. We obviously could go Relic, and the next turn we can Cleric and activate Relic, but I think I like just getting in the lifelink here. So, unless our opponent's mono white, they're cut out of a colour. It's one of the reasons I don't really like playing the Farsight Adept. I always feel so good when my opponent plays it. Do we just kill this and keep jamming? Since we haven't really got a way around it anytime soon. And Vanquish the Weak, there comes a point where Vanquish the Weak isn't very good anymore. And if we can keep sort of pushing through damage, I'm happy with that. I'm going to hold the Shelter in hand now. Next turn is probably Relic activate. The Sky Cave Cleric only has so long that it's relevant for. Honestly, we could just play Raptor and pick up our land. Apart from Drana, we don't have any double black. There's our opponent's second colour. It's not really, we don't really have much of a choice here. We can't really attack past this. Our opponent knows what's coming next turn. We are on 26 as well, so this Seafloor Stalker's like sort of shines when we're on a lower life total. Also, our opponent kind of wants more party members available. They're probably going to be setting up defenses here instead of getting aggressive. And yep, that's a good way to do that. That again stops us from attacking. I think we are going to double block here, since we can't attack in anyway. So we just trade our healer for their stalker. I think that's okay. I guess we could give it pro blue actually. We just have to give this pro white now, don't we? That's not a bad draw. I think we look at what's going on in our opponent's hand. So apparently there's nothing going on. We can't attack, but I don't think our opponent can attack as well when we're on 28. Wow. Yeah, opponent has something going on top deck. I'd have loved to have taken that. I guess this has vigilance actually, so our opponent can attack. Maybe our opponent just takes a 2. There you go. Angel Heart Protector, essentially red, and when it ETBs, deal 2 damage. So I don't know what we're doing to get out of the sort of state we're in at the moment. The top deck field research for our opponent was really good. We're kind of lacking one of our payoffs here. That works really well with our relic file. So I don't mind a bubble snare. Yeah, and I'll take a Farsight Adept as well. Even something we can do now. Yep. So this flyer is getting a little bit annoying. We do have a few turns. Let's play Relic here. I think we're just going to chill. And probably just sack the Tazim Raptor. Sort of allows us to play our Blood Beckoning as well. So far, our opponents had an okay list. Just Azorius things, sort of party members. They might have a party payoff. I'm certainly happy to trade off our board here if our opponent goes for the attack, since we have the Blood Beckoning. This flyer has done some work though. So this is one of our opponent's payoffs. It looks like it. So this was a card we could have had in our list. Overall, I don't think it's very good. Drana, very good draw here. It actually blocks the flyer as well. And I think that is the go. Since we have the Blood Beckoning as well, I think I'm happy to play Drana. If our opponent attacks, I'm not blocking. And next turn we have Shajiri's Shelter available. Just butchered that. So I think we start by attacking. So our opponent gives us the Raptor or the... yeah, we'll get that as a free. Do we just want to play the Raptor out? Maybe. I don't think so. We'll play land. Next turn we're going to be getting back a 3/3 Raptor, so I'm happy with that. Right, strange our opponent didn't deal us 3 there. So I'm actually going to attack with the Life Linker here as well. It has Vigilance, and if our opponent wants to trade, then next turn we have another target for Drana. And that would have been an actual argument to play the healer first. Which, a little bit of a mistake, but... we shall not bounce a land. Drana's just taking over this game. Yeah, I'm happy to trade this off. So we should have certainly played healer first. That was a mistake on my part. We would have had an extra cat in play. Our opponent's going to concede there anyway. This hand has no black mana in it. I still think we're going to keep this hand. We can go healer into protector, and we're probably just going to play out the shelter. This hand just has so much payoff if we draw a black source. And what do you know? I still think we're going to play this out. Having 2 Raptors, we'll pick it up later on if we need it. We also have 2 of them. Our opponent have a counter. If our opponent has a counter spell, they have a counter spell. The Cognition 2-drop. Opponent does not have one. Just deliberate. So I like our position already, especially when we get the Marauding Blight Priest down, which I think is going to be the decision here. Start draining our opponent out. It's a very aggressive start from the Clerics list. So opponent did nothing on turn 3. I feel like they're stuck. Just gonna into the Royal that. That's pretty good. So we could look at their hand, but I think just developing board here is better. I like playing this. Maybe just play the Felidar actually. Felidar's a card we want to get down sooner rather than later, start growing it. Also, I think we're passing the point where Skyclade Cleric is a relevant magic card. Obviously with the Marauding Blight Priest, like we saw in game 1, it can do some serious drain. But we can always pick it up with a Raptor later on if that's what we wanted to do. So now have a Royal Eruption. Opponent drafting 2 Royal Eruptions. I'd be pretty happy with that. So I'm choosing to play this out over the Predation because our opponent probably just taps out for another card next turn. They're probably going to be left with 1 or 2 cards in hand. And hopefully we can get a good target. Which I think we are going to have a look at our opponent's hand now. See if they have anything of value. So good to know they have them, but I'm really happy to get a Seagate Colossus here. Do we want to trade off our board here? My opponent has a wizard. It doesn't feel too good for us. I'm going to play Cleric, Relic Vial even. This card is very strong. I think something that a lot of players overlooked originally, how strong it is. But in the Wizards list, Chilling Trap is very, very good. It's going to essentially just halt our attacks altogether. I guess we can Relic Vial. I guess actually we can Relic Vial and stop that, and that makes the play a lot better. So I think we're going to double attack here and probably get back the Cleric and the Marauding Blight Priest. I think we're going to get aggressive as well. I think I'm happy to just let this trade go through. If our opponent wants a Chilling Trap, we shall sacrifice in response. Our opponent doesn't get to draw a card as well because it won't resolve the target fizzles. Target fizzles? There's no target anymore. Drana's very good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the reach since our opponent's on 6 instead of getting back the Felidar, because Felidar is probably more raw power, but these two in combination with each other just going to drain our opponent. Opponent's getting aggressive. I guess we only actually have one black source available, so we can't do this. I guess we get to play this plus healer, and then we can activate and sacrifice one of our clerics. Shame we don't have double black available. We're going to have to trade off with this squid at some point. Gives us more targets for Drana as well. Guess it drains our opponent as well. So we really want to draw this double black for Drana. Opponent's going to concede there. With the Marauding Blight Priest in hand. Sort of got that extra reach going on. But yeah, sweet list. Let's see how the next game does. Alrighty, we're back with a above average black-white clerics list. I think the hand's okay. Playing Shelter on 1 and then just curb out. Hand's not too exciting, but you can see where the synergy comes in. I still think we're playing this early. With Vial and Healer, we definitely have some mana sinks. Drana's not a bad pickup. That is not bad. I think we're playing this out instead. We don't have any synergy with the Blight Priest at the moment. We haven't. This is free mana to sink into. To gain life, which just causes our opponent to lose 1 life. It's better when it's just a passive effect that's happening. We really want one of our 2-drop clerics to really make the shine. So we're climbing up the rank as well. We got reset back down to gold. I think we was mid to diamond tier last time. Okay, so we're going to attack here and see what our opponent does. It's going to take 3. We can just play this out. So opponent did nothing turn 3. Looks like they might be doing nothing again turn 4. Makes me a little bit scared. Okay, into the Royal. Unkicked. Okay, really desperate to get this Prowling Felidar back into our hand. So hopefully we can find one of our Vials to get rid of that. It sort of triggers all of our stuff. But I think we just want lands in at the moment. It gives us an extra Felidar trigger. Strange decision, I think, for our opponent to not to kick the into the Royal. I don't think the Felidar was that threatening. But I guess we'll see what our opponent's doing. I guess they only have the one blue available. I think I prefer playing this out, and then next turn we can play the Marauding Priest and give something lifelink. I guess that's maybe the way to do it the other way around, because if we played Marauding Blight Priest, and then next turn we already have the land, we could play Healer and then give the Blight Priest lifelink. So we gain more life. As it stands, we'll have to just give the Skyclave Cleric lifelink. But I guess it's just a relevant creature type. I don't really mind if the Skyclave Cleric dies. Drana will see to us getting that back when we draw a second black source. I might actually have a look at the list after this, because... getting into the Royal back. Very, very strong play. So this is 3 mana to activate. Wonder if our opponent chump blocks here. Nope, gonna double block. Yeah, we'll kill the Royal Mage. And we get to drain our opponent for 1 and make a 1/1 cat. So we have Deadly Alliance for something big our opponent does. Drana if we draw a second black source. I think, like I said, we need to look at the mana basis maybe, because this is the second time we're getting caught on double black. So this is going to reset the Felidar. Quite a good play. It might be just correct to vanquish the weak here, and I think it is. It could have been actually correct to do that on the Skyclave. I think I'm just going to... No, I think I'd rather have the Felidar in play than gaining 3 life, since I don't think our life total is going to be that relevant this game. So, Deadly Alliance will hopefully lock this up. Hopefully our opponent just taps down for some big thing without hexproof. I guess they're just dead on board if they do that. Yep. So if we kill the 3/2 and attack with everyone, they block 3, take 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep, lethal. It's actually 5. Oh, okay, messed that up a little bit. I guess because this won't see the life gain. Do we prefer playing Vial? I think we prefer playing the Vial. I guess it's just 5. Oh, it's a little bit annoying. I don't know if this will see this die. I guess if they're going to 1, just the cat will be fine. If we'd have played Vial as well pre-combat. Oh, it does see itself die, so that's fine. But if we played Relic Vial pre-combat, that would have been fine as well, since they'd have killed a cleric, it would have drained. And if they don't block the cleric, it's 6 damage. Okay, we are back. We are 5-0 at the moment with black-white clerics. I think this hand is keepable but unexciting. This is one of them, probably going to be one of them games where there's not much decision making. think we're just going to have to try and push through this. Try and aggro our opponent out here. It was probably better just to give the 3-2 indestructible and just attack. Our opponent decided to. I don't think we're gonna. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually one land off casting this. We'll see. Watch it come back to bite us in the arse. Yep. Probably just going to try not to contribute any more to the board now. Hopefully our opponent just keeps contributing. Flooding pretty hard. I think we're going to need this board wipe. So in 2 turns we'll be able to board wipe. And I don't think this is something that our opponent should be playing around. And here he's binding. 6, 7, 8. And take 8. Oh, this is hairy to say the least. At least our healer has lifelink here. I'm not happy with our life total at all. We've sort of just we've only drawn lands this game. But hopefully this board wipe's going to catch us back up. We've actually, I think this was our opening hand with lands. So we had a 4-land opening hand. Yeah, I think we've only drawn lands this game, bar the board wipe, which I guess is a land as well. But yeah, they're like prime example of what I was talking about in the draft. Like in the draft section of the video, you're pretty much always going to use this as a land, but there is moments where it's such a powerful effect that if we even stand a chance of getting back into this game, it's going to be entirely because of this. We can't really get aggressive here. We're going to not kick this, and we're just going to draw a new card. So again, we're not gonna kick this, and we're just gonna cast a Vanquish the Weak just to try and stabilize here, and then next turn we will rinse and repeat. This is instant speed, yep. I don't have high hopes for this matchup. Maybe we should have just done this in our turn, since we knew we were killing this, and if our opponent pumps this or gives it indestructible, we get punished. So we'll get him free first. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. I think this is going to be the first time we kick this. I think I'm happy to play this out since we're so low on life. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if we get back into this game, it's going to be entirely because of this board wipe. Is that the only one in the format as well? Wow, like, okay. Watch our opponent now board wipe us. This vial was just... This vial and Skyclave Shade. I'm so surprised. This was pack 6, I think. I'm so surprised that this has come round, but you see the synergy of this. We just get to smack our opponent and then sack it, draw a card, and play again. Oh, that's not something we're going to be able to beat. We's going to have to be quick. So opponent's just trying to mitigate 5 damage here, I think. Because we are going to... The Nahiri's Binding's not very good with the Relic. I guess we should have played this first. Yeah, that was another mistake on my part. I'm making a few... well, the last mistake didn't really matter. But I am making a few mistakes. This is going to get out of control quite quickly. If our opponent can only trigger landfall once a turn, then I think we'll be alright. So I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Let's play the Blight Priest first. So we're going to have to sack this Blight Priest. Yeah, we're just going to do the same thing we've done every turn. Wow, I can't believe we got back into this. This is very hard to interact with, though. I think that should be it for our opponent. What is your last card? Wow, I can't believe we pulled back into that. I definitely don't think we should have got back into that game. We got very lucky falling to 4. Our opponent sort of... Maybe they overextended a little bit and they should have played around the board wipe, but they're playing around a rare double-faced card. Currently 6-0 though. So this hand is missing white, but it's a very powerful hand. White's our predominant colour. We're going to keep and hope. In hindsight, probably shouldn't, because we have, what, 1 draw to draw white source. Otherwise, we get punished. Yeah. Currently, we are 6-0, so we can afford a loss. We are not being punished too hard, though. This is not something I see being played all the time. I'm not going to block this. It's not worth playing. I'll play around the 2 mana, give a creature +1/+1, another creature -1/-1. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't been punished as hard as we are. Probably should have lost this game. I'm not going to trade them off. I'm going to take a little bit more damage. Since the attended healer's coming next turn, which is just so strong. So strong of an uncommon. In the right deck, obviously. Again, I don't think we need to block here. If our opponent's full attacking, we are going to smack back for quite a bit. That's quite good, quite good. We could just play Drana here, but I like just getting these down. I'd rather play Drana when our opponent answers some of our creatures. Look, these 3 cards are just, like, it's difficult to explain how strong these 3 are when you put them together. It's going to attack for 4. The synergy between these. Next time we're probably just going to play Drana. We haven't got anything to get back at the moment, but if our opponent doesn't start killing our board, this is going to get out of control real fast. Yeah, there we go. So now we got a reason to play Drana as well. Yep, opponent, I'm happy to take that. Is it just better to double spell here with Relic and Healer? I don't think so. I guess if our opponent has like a Deadly Alliance or something, I'd rather them to use it on the Cleric of Life's Bond. But if we play Drana and our opponent like kills Drana, we're still attacking for an insane amount. Let's just play Drana. I mean, it's the last game. We've seen Drana win 1 game. I'd like to see her win another. It's probably correct to double spell there, but I don't care. So our opponent has a Rogue, a Cleric, and a Warrior. So Deadly Alliance would be 3 less, and it's 5 mana, so it would be 2. So our opponent could actually Deadly Alliance Drana here. Wow, okay. That's not something you see all the time. Really effective there, but... If our opponent can answer Drana here, we're in a little bit of trouble. There's a delicate balance between enjoying Magic and playing to win. And I think while I like to win, as do most people, it's also fun to discard 2 cards. I'm probably keeping Relic here. While I do like to win like most people, I do like to have fun as well, and in my opinion, Drana is a pretty good way of having fun. What are we going to get back here? I don't know what our opponent gives us. They're going to let us attack with Drana. They are. So I'm probably chump blocking with the cat and activating Relic to sack it. On the upside, if our opponent had an answer to Drana, they would have most certainly used it. I think we got really fortunate with this draft that no one was in Clerics. While we could possibly go 7-0 now, we're 6-0 at the moment. This is by no stretch of the imagination how my normal drafts go. Normally I'm hitting 4 or 5 wins. Sometimes you hit a little bit less, sometimes you hit a little bit more. But 7-0 is not something that happens all the time. So our opponent's what, giving us Raptor next turn, maybe? Maybe they don't want to deal with another flyer though. Also gives us our double face card back. Our opponent is in trouble though. Yeah, I'm happy to soak the 3 damage here. And draw my extra card. It also, relevantly enough, doesn't put a creature card in the graveyard. So it doesn't add to the rogue, increasing its thing. It gains us a little bit of life. And it doesn't... Drana is still going to get back a really good target. If we had a 1-1 cat in the graveyard right now, they're obviously giving us that with Drana. Oh. So we can actually go... Wait. We can kick this. If we play this and get back just the Cleric and play the Cleric, is that good? And then Drana gets back probably Raptor. They're not going to give us the Attendant. If they give us Raptor, though, like, I mean, we're still in a really good situation. And take 4. And it's just lethal for our opponent next turn. Yeah, and our opponent's going to scoop it up. I don't blame them. That was our, like, was it going to be our 3rd or 4th attack with Drana? So yeah, 7-0, not bad. Let's have a quick recap of the list. So yeah, 7-0, pretty good. Like, I say pretty good. This was a outstanding list. There's no other way to put this. We had Drana as our pack 1 pick 1. In pack 2, we had double Cleric of Life's Bonds back to back. 2 Skyclave Clerics. While not a really strong card, it sort of pulls the whole list together with the... I think we got our opponent from 6 life to 0 by just playing this with the Marauding Blight Priest in play and 1 Cleric. We had a total of 12 Clerics in the list, so a lot of synergy. The Fouling Preladar was a little bit out of place, but a completely serviceable card anyway. The Attended Healer was just outstanding. The 3 Marauding Priests, brilliant. We were a little bit light on removal. We got really lucky with a Deadly Alliance and a Vanquish the Weak. Double face cards, we have the Predation, the Board Wipe, the 2 Clerics, and 2 Sajiri's Shelter. Yeah, 1 Relic Vial. We're missing some bits like the Core Celebrant, the 3 mana 1/4 that whenever a creature or itself ETBs, you get to gain a life. With the Blight Priest, that would just be insane. We did see a few of them in the draft, but there was always a better card. I think one of them we took a Cleric over that, and I think maybe the other was the Bile, I'm not sure. So, yeah, overall the draft went really well. I was really happy with it, and I actually cast this for the first time in draft. 90%, like 100% of the time I've played this has been land, bar 1 time, and actually pulled it around to the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you guys liked the list. Like I said earlier on in the games, this is obviously a prime example of one of the better relic cleric lists that you can get. Most of your drafts aren't going to end up like this, but oh well, every now and again you get a really fun list and it all comes together. If you enjoyed the video, please drop it a like and subscribe if you can be asked. If not, don't worry, just go do something else with your day. Have a good one, guys, and thanks for taking part.